Welcome to September's Inked Up. This month we're using an Oasis notebook because I'm continuing to play around with papers as I work on my series of papers for people who hate Tomoe River, and I have to say I think this one is probably in my top 3 or 4 papers. Pen-wise, this month we are starting out with an Esterbrook Niblet in Botanical Garden. I'll have a full review of this pen coming at some point, but I wanted to play around with it a little bit first, as it is a totally new style to their lineup. It has a fine Yovo size 6 nib in it, and like all other Esterbrook fine nibs I've ever tried, is tuned beautifully. For me, the hardest part of this pen was actually deciding on a color of ink to go in it. Because of the material, Botanical Gardens, you can put pretty much any color in it. But I did decide to go with a brand new ink to my collection from the wet pen because I liked how well it matched. Next up, we have a fabulous pen from Hinze Pen Co. This is a Hinze E24, and it's a prototype of this pen, actually. It's in YinMn Blue DiamondCast. YinMn is one of the coolest pigments out there, and so I was very excited to get to add this to my collection. I actually have no idea what ink is in this pen, but it is a medium dark blue of some sort, and at some point will be switched out for a different blue. Esterbrook Model JR in Capri. I love this acrylic. I've got other pens in this acrylic. It is by far my favorite acrylic. This pen currently has a medium nib on it, and I'm in love. I don't know that I ever will add another Model J to my collection because there's no other Model J that will ever be as good as this Model J. Currently, I have it inked up with Private Reserve Fast Dry Midnight Blue, and it's one of my favorite pairings. This pen is so stupid and I love it so much. It has a double guru nib from Penslov on it. It is the Aurora Morpho pen from Stationery Universe. It was a collab with Hinze Pen Co. and Lisa Marie of Poorly Controlled, and it's so stunning. And I put a pencil double guru nib in it, which is a sort of stacked double bar nib. They're super cool, they're super fun. I love writing with mine. Is it useful for doing a swatch in something like this? Not at all, but it's so much fun to write with. And in the 4 weeks since DC, or 5 weeks since DC, I've run mine empty 3 times. I'm basically like every week and a half having to fill it up. Currently, mine is inked with one of the inks that Tori did as well. I decided to put Midnight Morpho in it because I thought the shading in it was really pretty. I do actually find that you lose some of the shading with the nib being as big as it is, but it is absolutely stunning, and I love the collaboration between Tori and Pannonia. Clearly, purple, sparkly, and handmade pens are a theme this month. This is my custom pen from Robe's Penworks. I love this thing. It's absolutely insane, but so utterly lovely. Rob created this custom 100% for me, CNC'd the cap, and I adore it. And it's got a custom mixed sailor ink in it, so it's very much 100% me. Another purple pen, because clearly I have a type. This is a Hinze Kolbenfüller. I will leave it down in the description. I do not speak German well, but this is actually my very first pen from Lisa over at Poorly Controlled. She did the blank for this, and I fell in love with her work as soon as I saw this pen. I was already in love with her work, but this was the first pen where I saw it in person and was obsessed, like utterly obsessed. I will leave the spellings of everything down below. This pen also has a mini stub on it. Both of my Hinze so far have had mini stubs on them, and this is currently inked up with Madame Mulberry from Ferris Press. I've only just realized I haven't been writing nib sizes on the page, so I will leave them down below. This is another hand-turned pen. This one, though, is from River City Pen Company and continues my pink and purple pen theme this month. This is a Fineview, and I've had this in my collection for a couple months. And while I have been inking it up, I haven't been inking it up at the beginning of the month. It's sort of been like my addition mid-month. I have no idea what ink is in this pen, but the blank is Mystical Mermaid Pink from Turnt Pen Co. And I am utterly in love with it. I need to get some more of these blanks and create some other things with them. Next up, we have another Esterbrook. This is the limited edition Golden Gratitude that Esterbrook released last September, and I, again, utterly adore this pen. It currently has a Kirkspear mini stub, but the one he sells through Esterbrook in it. And it's been a while since this pen's been in the rotation, but boy do I love it. It currently has Dominant Industry November Leaves in it. Normally it gets Diamond Sand Between Your Toes, but I decided to switch it up this month. I think this pen is actually the pen that has been inked up for the longest in my pen collection. This pen has been inked since March of 2024 with the same ink, never been cleaned. It is a Kaweco Sport double broad in Bordeaux, and it always gets Ferris press plated gold tresses. It's my birthday card signing pen. I love it. It's a sparkly gold ink. It's sort of like having a sparkly gold gel pen in your pocket. We're almost at the end of this month's inked up, but we have the Monteverde Nova TI. This pen is so much fun. I will leave the video linked above where I opened it up and I tested it out for the first time because I am still just as in love with it as I was in that initial unboxing and trying it out. Still inked with the same ink, which is the Ancora June Birth Flower. Finally, we have the Retro 51 X Smithsonian Dino. Now, I bought this pen because I thought it was cool. I did not think I was going to fall as in love with this pen as I did. I utterly adore this pen, and I'm so happy I added it to my collection. It's so lovely, and I've got it inked with permanent black ink, which I just think is fun. On top of the dozen or so pens I have that do change with some amount of regularity, I do have a handful of pens that really don't change all that often, so let's look at them next. These are my eyedropper pens. So first up we have an Opus 88 from Gourmet Pens. This is the Pocket Freezy. I adore this thing, but it holds so much ink that really once you've inked it up, you have committed to having this pen inked. So mine has now been inked since late winter, early spring, and is still going strong. I probably only used half of it. Currently has Riveting Pond in it, which is a Ferris Press Fairy Tales. Our next eyedropper pen is a Platinum Preppy. This, again, I eyedroppered, didn't think about how much ink it was going to hold, and we are now about 8 months in, going strong. Oh wow, do these pens hold ink. It has Spadina Rose from Ferris Press in it. This is actually my newest addition as an eyedropper. This is an MVP Diamond from Monteverde, and I put a Flex Nib number 5 from Monteverde in it that I had in my collection. I actually really like this pen and am really happy with the whole combo setup for this pen. I currently have it inked with Diamond Sand Between Your Toes, and I think that's going to stay at least for now. I think if I had a broad nib for it, I would put something really, really sparkly in it because I think the clear body lends itself to that. So I'll have to get a broad for it. Finally, we have something that people told me I'd regret eyedroppering, and maybe they were right. This is a Benu Euphoria Hot Toddy that was a Gold Spot exclusive, and it has now been eyedroppered for nearly a year. It'll be a year in October. I will say, this pen seals incredibly well. It never hard starts. I can write with it right away, even after weeks of sitting on my desk. So, do I regret it? Not really, but it does still have a whole bunch of ink in it. And there we go. So I decided to do the full color palette just so I could see what all the colors look like this month, and I really like it. I'm actually also surprised at how well all the eyedroppered pens go together as a palette, but I guess I'm a creature of habit and I keep inking up things that all coordinate. I'm also surprised how many blues I have inked up. I don't think of blue as being one of my favorite colors, but when you look at my pens all together, it appears that I do quite like blue ink, so long as it isn't ballpoint blue. So let me know down below which pen was your favorite, and if you enjoyed this video, I'd really appreciate it if you liked, subscribed, or even came over and joined me on memberships. I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you in the next video.